It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Repent Die podcast. For those that don't know who I am him, Junns the NBIC. Giving all praise and glory to the heavenlies, for they are worthy to be what? To be praised. Last but not least, I want to give a shout out to all you guys for your continuous support, leaving all the feedback, the positive, the negative, all things is respected and needed, because it allows me to do what I do best, and that is to continue keeping my foot on you heathens, you he-grows, and the newly installed heathenites next. But yeah, man, how you guys doing? Wonderful Monday, top of the top. You know, those that the early birds get the worm, so you know we up early. Definitely wanted to do this last night, but got home real late, probably like 12 something. I was exhausted. I've been up since yesterday, like 7 o'clock. You know, just doing daily things, out making some money. You know what I mean? And enjoying this beautiful weather. You know what I'm saying? You know, summer is very short in the hood, so we try to, I try to take full advantage of it. You understand? But other than that, man, it was a phenomenal Sunday. Cool one. My son went to his grandma's. My children was with their mother. Other than that, you know, can't complain, right? As for me, I've been seeing a lot of things going on, man. You know, I gotta give you guys the hood news, man. The hood news is still shady, still grimy, still ain't no sunshine where we from. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine where we from, 'cause where we from, homie, you can be gone anytime, 'cause these streets don't play. Streets don't play, man. 21-year-old was found dead. Died on the scene, should I say, with bullets to the head, was shot and killed by a 37-year-old man. Now, I forgot who I was speaking about this with, but I said, listen, for that 37-year-old man to kill that 21-year-old probably did something vicious, violated. You understand? These young generations, man, is very, 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 very lost. You know what I'm saying? Lost to the point where, and I wouldn't say lost, they just being misguided. Because saying somebody's lost is a very harsh thing to say. Let's just say they're being misguided. They are very misguided. They're being misled by the machine. And the machine is navigating them left, right? So I don't want to say lost. They're being misguided. And a lot of times this misguidance is teaching them the foolishness. And like I said in my last weekly broadcast, you know, these young boys are so focused on trying to be real niggas, they don't understand that everybody that try to be a real nigga lost in these streets, was killed or thrown in jail. And this young man was an example of that. So my condolences for their parents, both of them. You know what I'm saying? A mother lost a son, a mother lost a son, gonna go into the system, and probably gonna be booked for 20 something years, right? Probably more. 37 times 20, 25, or 60 something, who knows, right? But on a serious tip, man, serious tip, I know you guys are seeing what's going on, the assassination attempt by Donald Trump. I mean, look, I know a lot of you guys don't want to touch on it, but I gotta touch on it. Come on, guys, like for real, please. Oh my jeez, yeah, I gotta touch on it. I mean, when I first seen it, Again, I took it as comedy. I know it wasn't real. Even by the sounds of the bullets or the shots or whatever, it wasn't real. And when I say it wasn't real, it wasn't what these people try to make it to be. I'm sorry, because every time I process it, it's funny. The shot sounded like, back in the days, I forgot what they used to call them things. They used to call them the throw pops. It's like these little white little pebbles, and you threw them on the floor and it will pop. That's how them shots sounded like. You understand? But what really irked me this morning, and I don't want to say this morning, what really irked me today, right? I know my Wiz said something. She sent me something, but I looked at it, I glanced, I said, "Oh, all right, cool." But what really irked my buttons was when they said that somebody died at the rally. Come on, son. Come on, man. Yo, this is when it's like, alright, you guys are overdoing it. We watched this tape over and over and over again. Not a single person moved when the so-called shots was fired. Not a single person ducked. Everything that was in front of this man, right? We could see in our viewpoints. We could honestly see that nobody was harmed or nothing. Out of nowhere today or last night or whatever night, these people coming out talking about this 50-year-old man was killed, father of two. It's just the same foolishness. So when I see that, that's when I was like, all right, now you're doing too much. You understand? Now I know you guys are doing this to take a lead on the polls. I seen somebody post something in the notion of any president that's willing to die for his country got my vote. You know what I'm saying? All of these things is propaganda. I'm not trying to be invested into it. I don't want you guys to be invested into it. When I was posting it up on my social media platform, which is the Repent or Die podcast, #1, tune in and watch it. When I was listening to, when I'm posting these things up, this is comedy to me. And you guys are really overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? You got people sending me things like I'm unfollowing. I had a black Karen tell me that I am a dangerous idiot and they hope my page gets taken down. And when you watch what I said, man, it was nothing but comedy. I'm laughing, I'm joking, I'm saying, hey, listen, whatever these people thought, whatever they had it scripted, well, it worked. Because now this man's poll is going to go up tremendously, right? But you guys are taking, and let me speak to black people, you guys are really taking these politics a little too serious, okay? I remember when politics was the least spoken thing in the communities, right? The least spoken things in the communities, because we all knew what the politics and what these presidentials and the government, we already knew what these people was about. We already knew that these people was against us. They gave us this fake white black hope named Barack Hussein Obama and had every black person in a state of hypnosis, right? Brothers and sisters has been rocked to sleep. I think it's time to wake up, right? I think it's time to wake up. When you see black people having a complete hatred for Donald Trump, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's title this broadcast, why do black people have such high hate for Donald Trump? Why you hate this man? What did this man honestly do to you that you hate him so much? Because just 15 years ago, you guys were supporting this man. When he was on the TV show The Apprentice, you guys were supporting it, right? When you seen him in the hip hop awards, chilling with all the rappers, I still got him with 50 Cent and all the G units, shouting them out, talking about how to make money and chilling with Sway in the morning and all that. It was not a single person talking about racism and he's this and he's that. But all of a sudden, when he went running for president, you guys are now looking at him like he's the worst thing that ever happened since white rice. You understand? And in reality, You gotta ask yourself, what separates Trump from Bush? I ask everybody that question. Nobody can give me an answer. And everybody say the same thing, like he's a narcissist or he's self-centered. How do you know that? Do you know him personally? Did you sit down at the table with him? Did you? And then when a black person gives them an opinion on a supporting side, you demonize this black person. You call them a coon. So supporting Barack Obama didn't make you a coon. I'm still waiting for black people to tell me and show me what this man has done for us as a whole. In fact, not only he hasn't done nothing for us as a whole, he has put us in a hole, just like Joe left behind it. Okay? These people has put us in a hole. At least this man was doing something for the economy. A lot of you guys are where you at because of him. Them PPP loans, these unemployments and the double checks, it's because of him. It's not because of you. It's not because of Barack. It's not because of Joe left behind it. And a lot of you guys are still not understanding what's going on, and you are just demonizing an individual based on the things that you guys see on TV. Whatever these CNNs and these media outlets promote about this person, you take it as some level of disrespect. Oh yeah, you see, look, he called black people monkeys. I mean, you niggas been acting like monkeys lately. At least he's being truthful. At least he's being truthful. Now, these president that you went voting for, what he has done for you? He issued mandates. He gave more protection and support for the LGBTQXYZ club before you. He put the Asian Act, the Asian hate bill. He put that for them before you. You have yet to receive a bill, but yet you guys are still sitting here talking about this man is the best president. Give him time. What time? He looked like he about to die any moment. What time? What time? Why do black people hate Donald Trump? Why? I think he's a cool guy. And a lot of us is starting to realize, like, yo, man, he's not that bad. He's just a real European. So just a real European. It's just what it is. It's just a real one. And I respect, and we being from the streets, aren't we supposed to respect the real? Aren't we supposed to stand with the real? If the man, listen, let me ask you a question. Do you respect the person that looks you in your face, smile in your face, but do things behind your back or talk behind your back? Or do you respect the person that looks you in your face, tell you to your face how they feel about you, what they're going to do with you, and why they're going to do these things to you? Which one do you prefer? You see what I'm saying? We've been rocked to sleep with the Barack rock. You got bed rock with the Barack rock. You got the Barack bed. And it's time for brothers and sisters to just wake up. Now, I'm not here to pick sides. I'm just here to just let brothers and sisters know you invested too much of your time into foolishness that's just not important. It's not important. It's not important. It's the same coin, it's just different sides. It's not important. We need to go back. We need to go back into the ways of old prior to 9/11. We need to go back to the ways of old prior to 9/11. We need to go back to focus on the things that we have control over, right? You have control over doing stuff for your community. You got control over protecting your community, protecting your children, raising your children, loving your wife, loving your grandmother, your grandfather, just being a righteous individual. You have control over that. You don't have control of nothing that goes on in politics. You don't even have a black representation when these politicians go into these UN tables. Who represents you? Diddy can't even go there. Jay-Z can't even go there. Individuals you hold to high regards can't even sit at those tables. So why the heck are you so invested or so inclined to receive some level of something from these people? These people ain't never did nothing for you then. They're not gonna do nothing for you now. That's just what it is. You have to take it for what it is. They're not gonna do nothing. It is what it is, like Cameron and Mace. It is what it is. For real. But all this hatred for this man, like, is coming obsessive. Like, I never understood how somebody could have hatred for somebody you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. When his presidential track record, economically wise, showed massive improvement. Mass improvement. Brothers and sisters was having jobs, and the community was flourishing. Money was being generated. Under this Joe left behind the administration, nothing but chaos. Inflation. Brothers and sisters going to the supermarket, $200 get you 6 things. What the heck? So everything we buying is $15 a pop. What's going on? The same things that we've been buying for years are now tripled. Some places even quadrupled. So what are we talking about? You guys are just too I don't know, bedrock, Barack rock. Too many of you guys is Barack rock. And you thinking that, this man, because he was under this man's leadership, he's gonna take the baton and continue this man's leadership. In fact, he's doing worse than Barack rock. He's doing worse. And then on top of that, he's unfit. This man is unfit to represent a nation that's supposedly supposed to be the strongest nation in the world. He is unfit. That black woman, she's not even black. The Indian, yay. She's unfit. She's unfit. These are weirdos. And you guys are running for the weirdo activities. You gotta wake up, people. Stop investing your time. Stop being so emotionally connected to politics. Damn, black people, you emotionally connected? I'm a dangerous idiot because I posted something in a comical manner about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a real one, man. I don't care what anybody tell me, he's a real one. He's probably the last of the real Europeans. He's a real one. Whether he's a 33, whether part of the club, I don't care. We don't care. Why? Because us focusing on that, it's not gonna make any change. It's not gonna make nothing any better. It's not gonna fix our communities. It's not gonna, put $1 million in our bank account. It's not gonna take us out of poverty. It's not gonna bring us back home to Africa. It's not gonna give us freedom. It's not gonna do nothing. It's not. It's not. You understand? It's just not gonna do that. So please, just dismiss us with the nonsense, man. You guys need to focus on what you have control over. Focus on your family. Some of you guys are so invested into politics, but meanwhile, your bathroom look like trash. Meanwhile, your house is in disarray. Come on, man. Focus on the things that you're supposed to focus on. You are a slave, niggers. Let me say that again. You are a slave, niggers. When the man said, let's make America great, listen, Trump saying, let's make America great is like a Christian saying the second coming of Jesus, okay? Because America was great when there were slaves, and when Jesus came, it came with slavery. So it's the same thing. Nothing changes. Don't get mad. Just accept it for what it is. And you will be okay. Life goes on. It will be okay. There's not a single president that ever came into the race and said, you know what, I'm running for president because I want my black people to be set free, or I want all the black people to be liberated, or I want all black people to receive reparations, or I want all black people to receive a bill to protect them from police brutality. I want all black people to receive the best health care. I want all black people to receive the best education. I want all black people to take counseling so they can get free counseling so they can challenge the PTSS, the post-traumatic slave disorder, or anything in that fashion. We don't see that. You will never see that. So if you're not seeing that, why the heck are you invested? Because absolutely nothing is going to change for you. You're going to still work that dead-end ass job. That dead-end ass job will one day come to you and say it is mandatory for you to do this procedure. If you don't, you can't work here. Even if you've been here for 20 plus years, we don't give a damn. And if that right there wasn't a wake-up call for black and brown people, that means you have literally been Barack Rock for a very long time, and you prefer to be the Barack Rock than stand on what you're supposed to be standing on, and that's black empowerment, man. For real, bro. Come on, son. Let's just call it for what it is. Let's just call it what it is. I don't want to fight with nobody. I don't want nobody to fight with me. I don't want nobody to get mad at me. I don't want nobody to say that I'm talking crazy. I don't want nobody to say none of these things. I just want brothers and sisters to just understand that you are way too invested into politics. I don't know if should I title it "Why the Black Man Hates Donald Trump," or why is black people so emotionally invested in politics? Why are you so emotionally invested? It is okay. It's okay to be the oddball, because guess what? You are already the oddball. You are already the outsider. Society was not designed for you to be prosperous. It wasn't. Your prosperity only goes as far as the church goes, okay? And the church is designed to stay here. It's never gonna elevate, right? The same church you've been going through since you was young teach the same thing. It does not put things in position for you guys to win. That's where your prosperity lies, black people. It lies in the church. That's how the system was put together, in the church. That's why when you got off the shores in 1619, there was a 1611 Bible waiting for you to learn, to understand, to dissect, to process, and operate in your everyday life. That's what happened. Call it what it is. You're doing too much. Relax, black people. Humble yourself. This is comedy. Don't try to don't try to be a leading actor to this theater, okay? You guys can't even be the altar. You guys can't even work the cash register at the movie theater. Just stay in the outskirts, mind your business, focus on what you can focus on, which is your family, which is your health. A lot of you guys got bad health, bad hygienes. A lot of you people is diabetes 1, diabetes 2, cardiovascular disease, and all of these things, all of these elements going on with you, but you want to focus and invest your time into politics and get mad at another brother because he or she is not in agreement into what you believe in. If that's the case, that sounds like religion to me. So I don't believe in that. You're not my homie no more. I don't want to follow that. You're not my homie no more. You're not my homegirl no more. It's comical, man. We got to do better. There's enough division going on amongst us as black people. It's time for us to do better. It's time for us to start loving. It's time for us to start caring. It's time for us to start seeing the bigger picture. The bigger picture is we all we got. I got you, you got me. I got your 6, you got my 12. Black men and black women should put more focus on fixing the household, bridging the gap between man and woman. That should be our focal point. These are the things we should be focusing on. Those things. Making sure that our family is together in unity forever. right? Protecting each other. And I know I'm sounding repetitive, but I need this to marinate into y'all brains. The same way media is forcing these propagandas into your brains, this is what I gotta do. I gotta keep forcing this into your brain. So hopefully you can understand what's really going on. What's really going on is us. It's not them. It is us. We are the problem. We are the issues. I had a conversation with my Wiz and I said to her, when I sit back and I look at what's going on, when I say what's going on within the community, what's going on within the community, the reason why we are in these circumstances is because corporate America has knocked the black man out. We have been knocked out. We have been knocked out. When you look at history, right? In the 40s, we was fighting. 50s, we was fighting. 60s, we was fighting. 70s, to a degree, we was fighting. But this is when they started bringing out marijuana to everybody be loved. This is the hippie stages. This is the hippies. This is when the drugs started making its way into the mass communities. Then you got the 80s with the crack. So nobody was fighting, right? And when I'm saying fighting, like fire with fire. You did something, we violated. Right? We was always fighting. We was fighting for our positions. Right? The last big fight black people ever done was the Rodney King. The last big fight. The LA riots is what they call it, right? It's the last time. But we was always fighting. We wasn't looking for no handouts. We was demanding it, and sometimes we was even taking it. What you think the Black Panther Party was doing? We was taking it. We was taking the war to them. You understand? We was doing these things. But we're not doing that no more. You get the 90s, they started putting money in our pockets. So now we started putting our focus on trying to get the bag. And we've been trying to get the bag ever since, but we forgot that the person with the bag was the enemy. So they're using money like a fishing rod. They throw it out there, see who's gonna fall for the bait, take it, run with it, demoralize themselves, demoralize the community, demoralize women, demoralize children, all for $10 million. And you guys think $10 million is everything. Your skin alone is double that. Your skin alone, black people. $10 million. Come on now. There's not an amount of money in this world that can be given to the black man if it doesn't come with freedom. Yeah, here's $10 million, but you only could spend it in this confine, in this area. Matter of fact, you can't even take this money and give it to your own people. You're being watched. You think I'm lying? Look at the story with Shaquille O'Neal when he was in Walmart spending $50,000. It was declined. His car was declined. This is a $500 million man. It was declined. He had to call and say, yes, it was me. They asked him, why are you buying this? Why are you buying that? Mind you, this is a $500 million man. Look at Jay-Z. His cousin said, yo, can I borrow $5,000? Homie said, I can't do it. It doesn't work like that. I wonder why. This is a $500 million man. Come on, man. You did all of that to take advantage of the community, destroy the community. Now you can't even give back without permission because you a slave. And these same people are the ones invested into politics. Come on, man. Stop. We've been knocked out. And I'll touch on it more on a later podcast, but we've been knocked out, man. Let's call it what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, man. It is what it is, man. But that's all I got for you guys, man. I want to say thank you for all the support that I've been receiving. Thank you for the likes, the comments. Thank you for everything. The numbers is always going up. I give all praise and glory to the heavenly ones, for they are worthy. Thank you for everything. I would not be where I'm at if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for them. We're going to keep edifying. We're going to keep educating ourselves. We're going to keep building each other. And we're going to keep promoting the denouncement of religion, politics, right? But we got to denounce all these things and put our focal point on each other. Start connecting with our African spiritual side. Start connecting with our African culture. We don't want nothing from these people. We just need ourselves. We just need each other. We are all we got. And if you don't know who I am him, Junns the NBIC, giving all praise and glory to the heavenlies, for they are worthy to be what? To be praised. Last but not least, okay? I'm gonna again give a shout out to you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. If it's your first time, I hope it's not your last time. And if it's your second, third, fourth, fifth time, that means you're still on that grind. Let's get on that grind so we can shine. You heard? It's your brother, man. Mr. Keep My Foot on You Heathens, You He-Gros, and the Nubian Star. He the Nice Snacks. Are you dumb or are you dumb? And I'ma holler at y'all.